What's up, my wrestling fans, and welcome to my channel where we're going to do a whole lot of different WWE content. So watch the video all the way through, and if you like what you see, subscribe, like, and join the community, because today we're going to be going through my Royal Rumble 2026 predictions. Now let's start off with Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Now this one in my mind is the most simple match to predict on this one, or the most simple to just grasp my mind around, because this Rumble has been like super unpredictable and I honestly don't know what's gonna happen. But with saying that, I do think that they're not gonna give Sami Zayn a world championship anytime soon. I'm not gonna say that he's not world championship material, but I don't know, I just feel like he needs a tweak in the character or something different for him to finally get the world championship that he's been trying to get his whole entire career, than be the same underdog character Sami Zayn that not really a lot of people like. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, because I'm pretty sure their record is like 11-0, with Drew being 11 and Sami Zayn being 0. Sami Zayn has yet to beat Drew McIntyre, and I guess Saudi Arabia could be the time and place, but honestly, I just don't think it makes sense for Sami Zayn to beat Drew McIntyre here, since Drew McIntyre just won his championship, and this is his first title defense. I feel like it would just not be a good decision to do that at all. Now, to get into a little specific detail on how I think he's going to lose, I don't think it's just going to be a normal one-on-one match with Drew McIntyre winning clean. I feel like Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu will get involved in this match, because Drew McIntyre got involved in their Saturday Night's Main Event brawl and then basically ended them both and put them through two tables. So technically, currently, Drew McIntyre is in a feud with Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu. So it would make sense if Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes come out and interfere and accidentally call Sami Zayn the championship. Make sure you watch this whole video, because I'm going to take what I just said and I'm going to bring it all the way down to the men's Royal Rumble later on in the video. But to basically sum it up, I think Drew McIntyre is going to retain. The next match I'm going to try and predict is AJ Styles versus Gunther, with his career on the line. Now, unfortunately, very unfortunately, it is very possible that AJ Styles retires here. He debuted at the Royal Rumble 10 years ago, and now we're back at the Royal Rumble 10 years later, and he's putting his career on the line against the career taker, Gunther himself. He just took John Cena's career, and he just took Goldberg's career. It's very likely that AJ Styles is going to retire here. Now, since I do think he is going to retire, I feel like he might do some other company hopping, like TNA, maybe AEW. Maybe he'll go around the world in New Japan one last time. Maybe he'll just be retired from WWE for this year, just like Edge did and went to AEW. And of course, I don't want AJ Styles to lose, so I came up with some way that he could possibly win this match. And I feel like the people who felt disrespected on John Cena's behalf when he retired, I feel like the likes of Otis and Akira and CM Punk and R-Truth could come out and make sure Gunther doesn't cheat, so AJ Styles can win clean. But my realistic option, my realistic prediction is that AJ Styles will lose here and that he will retire. Now on to the Women's Royal Rumble match. So starting with the Iron Woman, which is basically the person who lasts the longest in the Royal Rumble, I'm going to go between Roxanne Perez and Io Sky. Now last year was Roxanne Perez, but honestly, Roxanne is just so consistent and so good. She's gotten better since the last year debut at the Royal Rumble, honestly. And she's just doing great in the Judgment Day. She's doing great every episode of Monday Night Raw. So I could definitely see her being the Iron Woman yet again if she does not even win the Rumble. Now, I think last year Io Sky was maybe in like second or third for Iron Woman. Obviously, she was like everyone's pick to win the Royal Rumble. So this year, now that she's a tag champ, I don't think she necessarily has a chance to win the Rumble. So I think they'll give her something else like the Iron Woman of the match. Now into the surprise entrance. I don't have much. Honestly, I don't think much people are gonna like return or like debut in the Women's Rumble. There'll be some NXT call-ups here and there, but obviously I think that maybe the biggest returns here could be Bianca Belair and Tiffany Stratton returning. Obviously the bigger one with Bianca Belair, since her being out for so long with this injury. We have missed out on a lot of Bianca Belair this year in WWE, so hopefully she can come back in this Rumble. Now, Tiffany Stratton hasn't been out as long as Bianca, but she is a missing key factor on SmackDown, so it'd be great to have her back here in the Royal Rumble. And for my winner for the Women's Royal Rumble, it's going to have to be Liv Morgan. She has been doing good consistently for years, just growing and growing and growing. And when she finally reached that mountaintop, she gets injured or just something unfortunate happens to her and her storylines to where she has to climb again. In 2023 and 2024, she was the runner-up back to back. Honestly, I think it is her time to finally get the Royal Rumble win, capture that, and finally go on to WrestleMania for the championship. She continues to put on amazing performances in the Royal Rumbles, on Monday Night Raw, in Judgment Day. She's just a great, well-written character that's always consistent. So I definitely see some Judgment Day turmoil or butting heads in the Royal Rumble here. And speaking of butting heads, the tag teams this year are definitely going to be butting heads in the Royal Rumble. The likes of Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. Those four are the main tag teams that are certainly going to be butting heads in the Royal Rumble and might even eliminate each other. And before we move on, I just want to say, if Bianca Belair does return in the Royal Rumble, she will win. She will finally win this Royal Rumble and then go on to fight Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. The dream match we've been waiting for since Jade debuted in WWE. We have been waiting and predicting for this match since WrestleMania 40, all the way to 41. And now it's just we still haven't had it. It's just not happened yet. So I think this year, regardless of whether she wins the Rumble or not, we're going to get Jade versus Bianca at WrestleMania. So I think if she does return, she is going to 100% win it and then face Jade Cargill. And now we're on to the men's Royal Rumble match. So let's start off with the Iron Man of the match. Last year, I think it was Penta. And this year, Penta would have been a good option. But I think on Monday Night Raw, they're sort of building that, like, he's hurt by the Vision, so he's not going to be in the Rumble for too long. And mind you, the whole Vision is in the Rumble, so they're just going to be running things and throwing people out left and right. So I feel like the only person who might have a chance here is Trick Williams. I think Trick Williams is already being built to be a main event star. He's already being put in main events of Saturday Night's Main Event and SmackDown. And he's going up against Randy Orton and Sami Zayn. And he's already trying to go after the WWE Undisputed Championship. So I can definitely see Trick Williams here being the Iron Man. Now for the surprises of this year, I'm going to lower my expectations just a little bit in my predictions so that maybe it'll be correct and I'll be right. And you can come back to this video and subscribe and comment and say, oh, you were right. We have to follow you. We have to watch your prediction videos from now on. Yes. And for the first person that I think is going to come back, it is Chad Gable. Chad Gable has been such a good player on Monday Night Raw in the mid-card, and he's been out of action for such a long time that even somebody took his El Grande Americano gimmick. So he's been working out, if you've seen the footage, and he's been ready to come back. I'm pretty sure he is cleared, so I feel like it is inevitable that he comes back here in the Rumble. Hell, there might even be 2 El Grande Americanos in the match. The second person I think is going to show up is Joe Hendry. He showed up last year, and he was in TNA, so now he's in NXT. This is a 99% chance of this happening. He is so over with the people, with his entrance, with his gimmick in the ring. He even fought Randy Orton at WrestleMania. And for the last surprise, I think it's going to be Jeff Hardy. Now, honestly, without the internet saying something, that was never in my mind. I never thought he was going to show up. But the WWE do listen to the internet here and there. So I feel like with the internet saying that they want Jeff Hardy to be in this Rumble, especially now that Rey Mysterio may not be able to be in the Rumble because he may have gotten injured on Monday, that just opens up a whole new spot if he wasn't already in the Rumble. So the people speaking out and saying they want Jeff Hardy, I feel like they're going to put Jeff Hardy in the Royal Rumble, especially since he signed with TNA and we all know their partnership going on. Now for my Royal Rumble winner, I feel like we have 3 options here. We have LA Knight, Braun Breaker, and Roman Reigns. Now, LA Knight has been feuding with the Vision and was just taken out by the Vision not too long ago, so I feel like he's definitely going to make his little return here at the Rumble, and he could be the person to take out the Vision and win the Rumble. Because if not, the Vision is just going to run through this whole entire Rumble and just give Braun Breaker the win. Unless somebody in the Vision were to butt heads and turn on each other, that is the only way I see Braun Breaker losing, is either somebody is standing up to the Vision or the Vision turns on themselves. And the most simple, clean-cut answer of the night is Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to main event WrestleMania whether he wins the Rumble or not. This is just the most logical way to get him to the main event without there being ifs, ands, or buts. He earned it. He's going to win the Rumble, and he's going to go on to probably face Punk or Drew. I could see either or. He has history with both, so I wouldn't mind either of those matches. And before we sign off here, I want to get a little bit more in detail with my Rumble prediction and just a little bit more crazy. So bear with me here. I think after Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu cost Sami Zayn his match, Sami Zayn will enter this Royal Rumble match. And then Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and Jacob Fatu are all going to have a super mega crazy beef. They're going to be fighting throughout the whole Rumble, and I think inevitably they'll eliminate each other out of the Royal Rumble, and their mini feud will go on to Elimination Chamber. Now my last little crazy idea and prediction is Seth freaking Rollins. If he is ready and healed to come back in the Royal Rumble, he was going to win the whole thing. He's going to be the person to stand up to the Vision and take out the whole Vision, including Braun Breaker, because of what they did to him, and they put him on the shelf. He has history with Roman Reigns, of course. They'll be the last two. Rollins is going to win the Rumble by dumping out Roman Reigns, and probably will have Roman Reigns trying to chase that WrestleMania main event out of Seth Rollins' hands. Wow, that was a lot of talking, and I think that about wraps up my Royal Rumble predictions. So if you like what you see, please make sure you subscribe and like. Comment down below what your own predictions are. And on Saturday, if I got anything right, you have to come back and subscribe and watch for more content. Please let me know if you guys like this video. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.